today forward, your lives will be forever changed.
Wait, Jackie Ma, I'm in.
Find a way to make him trust you.
Sleeping Dogs is an incredible GTA-like. The game was developed by the studio United Front Games and released in 2012 to PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and Windows. But in 2014, the game received a remastered version and was also released on Mac OS, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. Welcome to Hong Kong, a vibrant neon city teeming with life, whose exotic locations and busy streets hide one of the most powerful and dangerous criminal organizations in the world, the Triads. As Wei Shun, an undercover cop trying to take down the Triads, you'll have to fight your way up the organization without blowing your cover. A game with a world similar to the Grand Theft Auto series, but with its own style, since the structure of missions, storytelling, characters, side quests, and the gameplay itself, all with a lot of quality and personality. The open world is beautiful and immersive, with a lot of different vehicles, impressive main quests, and infinite side quests and mini-games that will give you a lot of things to do in a search for 100%. So I assure you that if you like open world action games, there's no mistake in Sleeping Dogs.
Whatever it takes, you remember that?
You called me. So here I am.
Control is a third-person shooter game with a lot of personality. Its structure is like a Metroidvania game. As you advance, more skills you'll get, and with that, you'll be able to reach new areas that you couldn't before. The game is set in the same universe of Alan Wake. Even got a DLC about Alan Wake that's really good too. Both games were developed by the same studio, Remedy Entertainment, and it was released in 2019 to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Windows, and later a version to Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch, and PlayStation 5 was also released. The gameplay of the game is really fun, fluid, and addictive. As you get a new skill, a new world of possibilities will unlock before you, allowing you to use it in combat, or even to reach new areas. And about combat, the game got many different weapons, and all of them can be upgraded and changed with items you'll be finding along the game. What makes the progression really satisfying. And the storytelling is insane, with great characters and a mystery feeling that will get you really hooked for a long time.
Fair warning. This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. My brother was just a kid when they took him. They thought I'd never find this place, that I'd forget about him. They were.
Everything that defined me is gone. I thought if we defeated him, we could save the world.
The first Berserker Kazan is an amazing action RPG, a hardcore game with Souls-like features. It was developed by the studio Nebel and released in March of 2025 to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and Windows. And if you're a fan of hardcore RPG games, this one gotta be in your list. The player will become Kazan, the great general of the Pel-Los Empire, who overcame death and sets out to reveal the incidents that led to his downfall and seek vengeance on his enemies. A game with a unique visual style, with a lot of charisma, what makes the experience beyond immersive unique. As most of action RPG games, the combat is the peak here. It's a fast-paced combat with many weapons. And through the game, you'll step in many scenarios, fighting many different enemies, inclusive, absolute, insane boss fights that if you're up to the challenge will be really insane to fight.
With your anger, what would come of it?
Before this whole thing started, I just floated through life. I know this is gonna sound crazy, but my life didn't start until the world came to an end.
Sunset Overdrive is an insane open-world third-person shooter. The game was developed by the studio Insomniac Games, the same studio of the new PlayStation Spider-Man game. But look how curious, this is an Xbox exclusive game. Well, not just Xbox, but also Windows. It was released originally in 2014 to Xbox One, and in 2018 it received a version to Windows that was really welcome, because this game is really good. Embrace the chaos of Sunset City through a hyper-colorful, post-apocalyptic single-player campaign and 2 bonus expansions, Mystery of Mul Rig and Dawn of the Rise of the Fallen Machines. Outgun crazed mutants, homicidal robots, and villainous thugs on your journeys with the included weapons pack. The gameplay is fast, fluid, and dynamic, with many features like grinding everywhere in the streets, bouncing on cars, tires, wall riding, and much more, making the gameplay really fun. The combat is really good. As you move as fast as you can, there will be many different weapons you can use, each one with their own style.
Alright, nerds, this ends now!
I sense some epic missions in my future.
To battle!
I've long waited for this moment. With your death, I will find peace.
Batman Arkham Origins is a game set in the same universe of the other Batman Arkham games. But this one is kind of forgotten because it was developed by another studio, WB Games Montreal and Splash Damage. So many people never even tried this game, but believe me, this game deserves your attention.
Tell him and I'll pay you whatever you want. Make him suffer and I'll double it.
The game was released in 2013 to PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Nintendo Wii U, and Windows, and unfortunately there's no new versions to the new consoles, what makes it harder for consoles players play it, for example. But for PC players, it's still a great Batman game experience. The Arkham story begins. Batman Arkham Origins features a pivotal tale set on Christmas Eve where Batman is hunted by 8 of the deadliest assassins from the DC Comics universe. Players become an early career Batman as he encounters for the first time many of the characters that shape his future, all set in the same style of Batman Arkham City, in an immersive open world with an insane combat style and the insane stealth mechanics.
You're not some hardened vigilante. You're a young man with a trust fund and too much anger.
I am the reason the criminals breathe easier when the sun rises. I'm on your side.
My side? My side works within the...
Max. My name is Max.
In Mad Max, you begin with nothing. Your car, your family, your life. Everything has been taken from you. Now all that's left is your will to survive.
Mad Max is an immersive open-world game in the beloved, but kind of forgotten nowadays, world of Mad Max, an insane and deadly world. The game was developed by the studio Avalanche Studios and released to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Mac OS, and PC in 2015, 10 years ago, and it's to this day a great open-world experience. In case you're a fan of the movies, it's going to be even more immersive for you, because you know how it all works, since the dangers, enemies, and the world itself, but if you don't know the series, it's still going to be really good, as the game will tell you all you need to know. The gameplay mixes exploration, combat, racing, combat in the car, and more. The melee combat is really similar to the Batman Arkham games, but with its own mechanics. One of the most important features of the game is your car, as it's what you're going to use for your exploration, so you can improve every part of the car that will make it feel as you're always making progress in the gameplay. So if you didn't play it, go ahead, you won't regret.
The first thing you must do is build a new car.
Here she lies, the magnum opus.
This is your magnum opus. Acquiring necessary gear throughout your journey allows you to upgrade your vehicle. These upgrades will let you build and customize your magnum opus.
I'm trapped. I know what's real.
Go to Wonderland. It's only a dream.
Alice Madness Returns is an action-adventure game mixed with a hack-and-slash, all set in an even darker universe of Alice in the Wonderlands. The game was developed by the studio Spicy Horse Games and was released in 2011 to Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and Windows, and so far didn't get a remastered version, but is a game that deserved it. Despite that you can play on Xbox One or Series, it's on Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. In the game, we visit the grim reality of Victorian London and travel to the beautiful yet ghastly Wonderland to uncover the root of Alice's madness. A game with a cool story, a fun combat, with nice action moments, interesting puzzles, exploration, and very immersive scenarios that represents really well all the horror and madness the game needs. So in case you never played it and like cool action-adventure games, this is a game that you gotta play. I promise you won't regret.
The destruction of Wonderland is the destruction of me.
Now a new evil reigns.
Help me, Alice.
We need your help!
What's happening? I'm in hell.
Tunic is an incredible action-adventure game. Its visuals and gameplay is loosely based in the Zelda series, especially the old ones, but this game is original in its own way. It was developed by the Studio Tunic team and published in 2022 to PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series XS, Nintendo Switch, and Windows. Explore a land filled with lost legends, ancient powers, and ferocious monsters in Tunic, an isometric action game about a small fox on a big adventure. A game that will teach you how important it is to read the manual, but don't worry, it's part of the game. As you explore, you'll find pages of the manual, and with that discover possibilities and features. But actually you won't be able to read it, as it is an exclusive language, but by the figures you'll understand a lot about the game. It all mixes combat, exploration, mysteries, and more mysteries. It's a kind of Metroidvania. As you explore, you'll get new tools and gadgets, and with it you'll be able to reach new areas, with new enemies, puzzles, and bosses, so I highly recommend you to play this one. Lies of P's, an excellent dark action RPG game set in the beloved Souls-like style. The game was developed by a studio from South Korea, the studio NeoWiz, and it was released in the end of 2023 to Xbox One, Xbox Series XS, PlayStation 4 and 5, Windows, and Mac OS. This is a game that every fan of hard action RPG games should play. A game with extreme quality in all aspects, since the gameplay, graphics, story, and many details. It's set in the classic tale of Pinocchio, but a dark version of it. As you start playing, you'll eventually have some choices to do. What can change the ending of the game? If you lie, you'll eventually start to become human. If you always tell the truth, you'll remain as a puppet, altering dialogues, items from quests, and the ending itself. The gameplay is fluid and extremely addictive. Once you learn the mechanics, you just won't want to stop playing anymore. So give it a try.
Listen, pal. Nice landing, but let's not make it a habit.
I want her to come back.
I'll carry you. Mommy is dead, Hugo. You'll never see her again. Go away! Hugo, no! Leave me alone.
Don't take too long.
I hate you. It's for your own good, Hugo.
A Plague Tale: Innocence is an amazing action-adventure game, mixing a good story with a gameplay that blends stealth and action moments, all set in an unforgiving and dark medieval world.
Only our methods differ. We have the same goal. We both fight the plague.
The game was developed by the studio Asobo Studio and released in 2019 to PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One and Series, Amazon Luna, Nintendo Switch, and Windows, and is a game that every fan of story games should play. I assure you it's going to be an amazing experience. Follow the grim tale of young Amicia and her little brother Hugo in a heart-rending journey through the darkest hours of history. Hunted by Inquisition soldiers and surrounded by unstoppable swarms of rats, Amicia and Hugo will come to know and trust each other. As they struggle to survive against overwhelming odds, they will fight to find purpose in this brutal, unforgiving world. The sequel was already released. It's called A Plague Tale Requiem, and is also an amazing experience if you like the first game. So if you never played it, you deserve to have this experience.
As fast as you can.
They're running away! Kill their sister! Run! Take the boy alive! You'll pay in the end!
You must protect him, Amicia.